Oh my god, we got one. No way. Oh, look at the size of that fish. We got a gator gar. I woke up this morning and I wasn't exactly sure what to do, but then I saw some comments on one of my videos where we went out and caught some trophy blue catfish, and you guys said it was a lot of fun to watch that happen. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna try and catch some trophy blue catfish, but not only that, there's also some gator gars out here. Today we're going to be heading out to a little place called Quanchin Lake, and we haven't been there before, but I do believe there's going to be some giant catfish, alligator gar, and maybe even some spotted bass. We're going to head out there and see how we can do. Boy, you gotta love it when it rains as soon as you get to a spot, don't you? It looks like there's going to be a couple deep spots here, and here that we can fish, so I think primarily we're going to want to try and fish this spot right here. All we have to do is cast straight out as far as we can, and we should be good. There, that definitely should be good. Come on, that's what I'm talking about. Perfect. Now let's cast out another one out there for some potential alligator gar. Now it's taken me about 15 minutes to figure out where we can actually get to a spot where there's a decent hole and we can get close enough to be able to cast to the hole. So I'm glad that we finally found one. The spot that we ended up having to go, I think, is called Swampy Open Space. We ended up having to go all the way over here. I tried this spot, and this spot, and it didn't seem to work out. Actually, I don't think I tried this spot, but I definitely tried this spot and this spot. So now we're here. Anyways, let's get to fishing. Oh, we're getting a hit! We're getting a hit. And fish on. It's probably going to be a catfish. Doesn't seem to be fighting that hard. But that's pretty cool. First fish just barely started. I'm wondering if we need to get a little bit closer to the water there, because it almost seems like we're maybe like 5 or 10 feet away from the water edge. Definitely a catfish, but that looks like a huge catfish. It is a huge catfish. Oh my god, a 28-inch, 11-pound channel catfish. Alright guys, as much as I want to sit here and look at this beautiful fish, we gotta make up our mind, because we got another potential fish on this pole. Grab the rod, grab the rod. I think he got off. Oh no, he's on! He's on! Holy! Whoa, 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 whoa! Whoa, 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 that's a huge fish. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, oh geez. Oh, no, no. Oh, there's no way we're budging this fish. Oh my god, look at this. He's gonna break the line. He's done. Yeah, he's gone. Hold on. Hold on. We're actually gaining some ground. Oh. Okay, we're gonna have to watch the drag really, really hard on this. We're using, no. We got really strong line, and this pole is not too strong. Oh my god. This sucker just broke the rod in half. Oh my god, that was definitely an alligator gar. I don't see what else it would have been. Yeah, he just broke our rod. So what we were using is not like this rod is super strong, but we're using a shiner, and we have it set at 49 inches deep. And we did have a steel leader on too, I think. Did we not? Okay, I got an idea. We just caught a huge channel cat, and then we potentially had a giant gar on. And that was on a shiner at 50 inches down. I think we had a leader as well. So what if we take the shiner? Tell me we have the shiner available. Yes, we can use the one shiner that we have available. Okay, good. That rod is completely useless at this point. So we're going to switch out this to a shiner. And then we're going to put it to 50 inches. Cast back out there. And hopefully we can catch ourselves a giant gar, or whatever it was that just took the bait. And now let's cast back out there and see if we can't catch something on this pole. I mean, if we get a gar on this pole, that sucker's gonna fly hard, but it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be a lot of fun. So This pole's definitely a lot stronger than the last one that we had that busted in half on us. Ooh, that actually might be either a gar or a chain pickerel. What is this? What is this? That is a chain pickerel and not a bad size one actually. A new personal best, a 20-incher and a 2-pounder. That thing hit pretty hard, not gonna lie. It seems like it's way too close. Look at that, look at that, look at that. He's pulling. That very well could be a big gar. They kind of like to just play with it at first, and then all of a sudden they'll just slam it. Watch. Watch. That's a big catfish. I think it's a channel cat as well. I would have never expected that to be a catfish. But it's definitely a catfish. Wow. Look at him surface like that. That was pretty cool. If that's a catfish... it's a blue catfish. No wonder why. But what's a blue catfish doing so close to shore like that? I mean, 38-incher, 17-pounder. It's not tiny, but it's definitely not that big. But we'll take the 828 cash. I never would have expected that to be a catfish. I was really hoping it would be like nice gar. So yeah, it seems like they're liking this spot a lot better though. Oh, we got one! Hey, that's our first fish on the top water here. Oh, where's he going? That's a chain pickerel, I think. That's a spotted bass, actually. 13-incher. That's kind of cool. So we caught him right over here, right tied to the shore. I was trying to throw it right where I saw some fish jumping here. And, oh, perfect cast. That's where we hit. We also slowed it down a little bit, too. I had it on 2 reel speed, and now we put it to 1. And it seems like we're, well, getting a little bit better luck with that. Oh, second cast, second fish. So we're definitely getting some better luck. This fish has some fight to it. Oh my god. What did we hook into? No way. Whatever it is, it's big. It's way bigger than just a little bass. I mean, I could be a big bass, but we might have like a trophy spotted bass here. That's a bass. That's going to be probably a trophy spotted bass, guys. Oh my god, that's a huge fish. It is. Oh my god, we got a fish on. That's a trophy spotted bass, our biggest one ever. Oh wow, we got to get this pole in. Oh, it's so cool. And the fish is still on. I really wanted to get a better look at that bass, you know, but I didn't want to risk losing a big fish here. If I would have known it would have been just this fish. And another bass we just caught? A 15-inch bass on a large minnow while we're fishing for gator gar. That was a huge spotted bass, so an 18-incher, a new personal best, and a trophy spotted bass. Currently out of bait. Well, we have plenty more bait, don't worry. Don't you worry. That was on this bait right here. Just a half-ounce walker. And that was a trophy spotted bass that we caught on it. So a lot of people wonder if spotted bass are hitting topwater baits. And well, right there you just saw it. A trophy spotted bass. All I know is 2 casts, 2 fish on the top water. We went down to the first reel speed and he was right tight along the edge of this brush. A trophy bass right on the edge of that brush. I'm talking, you would think it's like 2 feet of water there, but apparently it's a little deeper than we thought, because there's no way that bass would have been sitting there. And he fought. Oh, we're getting a hit on the cut bait. I think he let go. Oh no, he's still there. Oh, he's on. Fish on the cut bait. This is the first fish we'll be able to catch on the cut bait. Oh, look at that pole. Oh my god, look at that pole. Look at that pole bend. Blue catfish, 17-pounder, so kind of a small for a blue cat. I mean, still 17 pounds is not small, but 811 cash. Throw it back down. I really want to cast some more with this topwater bait here. This walker. Throw it right up in there again. That's where it was too, right on the edge of that little brush sticking out there, and he just slammed it. Not only did he slam it, but he hit hard. He was pulling out drag left and right, and the rod was just bent pretty much the entire time. Oh, another fish! 3 casts, 3 fish right there with the walker. Okay, this has to do, I mean, it's got to be a good spot or the technique that we're using or something, but it's working pretty good. It's another good fish. I'm actually hoping that we potentially hook into a gar. Oh, we got a fish on. Think we'll be all right though, we'll be able to get this in. That's another big spotted bass. Another trophy spotted bass, a 17-incher. Okay, let's just watch this bait here. Until that bobber goes down, I'm really not too concerned. I just want to get a better look at this fish here quick before. There it is, 17-incher, trophy spotted bass. Yeah, see, he's not really doing anything. If it was a big gator gar, I think that he would, he'd be taking that bobber down like no problem at all, you know? I think that might be a blue cat, actually. Yeah, definitely gonna be another catfish. It makes a big difference when you have a strong rod. That's why I really want to hook into one of those big gars with this pole, because we'd at least have a chance. A trophy channel catfish, 27-incher. Okay, we caught one in the very beginning. I think it was like 28 inches, and then we had that giant alligator gar hit, so we weren't really able to get a good look at the catfish. But now we're finally able to get a good look at this giant trophy channel catfish. That's our biggest one we've ever gotten right there. That's pretty sweet. And yeah, we will keep them for sure. All right, ended up with 1,500 and a coin. Put our depth to, say, 50 inches. Same spot. Right there. No, it's a little bit too far. Gotta get right on the edge. Right there. That'll work. Looks like we might be getting a bump over there. I'm watching that bobber move, and something's definitely messing with it. Not quite taking it yet, but they're definitely messing with it. I honestly don't even know like what to throw for gar. Do gar hit this predator fish like this 30 feet down? That's deep. Wow, real deep. We already used this, but I don't know. Might as well throw this sucker out there. Whoa! I knew we were getting a hit. Come on, grab the pole. Come on, big fish. Ooh. Oh my god, we got one. No way. Oh, look at the size of that fish. We got a gator gar. That's a giant. Oh my god, absolutely just massive fish out there pulling. Not even reeling right now, and he is just ripping drag. Finally. Oh, don't go over by that tree there. Come on. Oh, that's what we've been waiting for this whole time, guys. And the best part is it stopped raining. We finally have a good rod. We actually have a really good leader too. And that's definitely a gar. You can see the head when he jumped out of the water. Oh, look at that. That's so cool. Nothing like watching a giant gar come out of the water like that. That is just something else. Alright, he's actually starting to pull a little bit more than I like, but can we even keep the drag that tight? Kind of have to. Be able to gain some on him. Yeah, we gotta try and get him come back this way here. I'm keeping my finger right on the drag though. I don't want to lose this thing. Look at that. This is probably some good advice to be able to have one hand on the reel and the other hand on your drag. That way when he starts pulling, you can easily decrease the drag if you need to. Wow. And make sure you have your finger on the decrease button, not the increase, because yeah, that would not be too pretty if you accidentally increase the drag when you're trying to decrease it and it just went dink. Alright. We definitely got him starting to come this way a little better now. Wow. It's so cool how it's so clear right now. The water's almost like glass. It reminds me of musky fishing. right? I've never actually fished for gator gar, but when the water's just like this and you're throwing out a sucker and a bobber and the water's really clear, and then all of a sudden you see the ripple from the fish and then it surfaces, it's so cool. Get him a little bit tired, it looks like. But I mean, he can go anytime he wants. All he has to do is shake his head and he just takes off. Wow. Oh, it's so cool. No way! Oh my god, we got one. We got him. It's an alligator gar, a 56-incher, 38-pound alligator gar. That's our first one. Now they get up to, you know, a couple 100 pounds, but either way, that is so cool. We got our first gator gar, and we'll get 1,000 cash for that sucker right there. That is a giant fish. Wow. 38-pounder, 56-inch alligator gar. Yeah, that's what we wanted right there. That is one strong fish. I couldn't imagine hooking onto a 100-pounder though. I mean, what are you supposed to do? Like, they just take away all your drag and next thing you know, the rod busts. Wow. Alright, let's keep the 1,000 cash. That was one strong fish. And the cool part is we actually get our bait back. So here's the key to what we had set up here. We're 50 inches down. We have a titanium leader on, 41-pound test. We have a 4-aught hook and a large minnow. And we're using, I think it's a heavy. Actually, it's just a moderate fast action pole. But 11 to 34-pound test this rod will hold. So it's a pretty strong rod. I definitely recommend this rod. It works quite well. Let's cast back out there and see if we can't get ourselves one even bigger. Although I don't really know if we really want one too much bigger, especially with this rod. But yeah, let's try for it anyways. But I'm trying to, yeah, we're definitely getting a hit there. You can see the bobber pulling. Trying to get their attention to hit this thing. It'd be cool to fight one on this pole. Yeah, oh my god! Oh my god, that's a big fish. Dude, I put it down, come on. Oh, that's a big fish. Oh god, that's a big fish. We got another one. We definitely got another one. Oh man. We definitely got another one. Wow. Just such a rush when they hit. I looked and I saw the bobber was completely submerged. That's how I knew it was another big fish. Wow. He's not pulling out drag, but he's also not coming in either. And the tension is pretty high. That means he's kind of just sitting there letting his weight do all the work. Which, when you get a big fish, a lot of times that's what happens. You think, he's not really fighting that much. We'll just pull him back in. No, that's because he's not really swimming either. Once he starts swimming, then he pulls. But sometimes you can get lucky and get a big fish to come in before they realize that they're hooked. And then they just kind of come in. But it's really, really rare. See, yeah, he's starting to realize that he's hooked now, and he's not really liking it too much. Oh, down drag. Oh, man. That's why we're keeping the drag. I forgot to keep my finger there. Remind me, keep your finger on the decrease drag button. Because when that fish fights, you want to be able to decrease the drag as soon as possible. Jeez, it's like I can't move him. He's not really going anywhere. You know, we've had him like 50 feet out the entire time. But I can't hardly move him. Okay, I think we got him coming in now, finally. We got him. Are you kidding me? Whoa! That's a huge blue catfish. A 48-inch, 36-pound blue catfish. I would have never guessed that that was a blue catfish. But I guess that makes sense why he wasn't surfacing. Usually gar surface like that. And the fact that he didn't surface, I guess that makes sense why he wasn't surfacing. That's a giant blue cat. He's not quite as big as our biggest one ever, but he's the second biggest one that we've ever gotten. That's a massive catfish right there. I think that actually looks really cool just like that. You can see how shiny that fish is. That's a beautiful catfish. Yep, we're getting a hit. I knew we were. And the bobber's gone, but then it came back up. Still fighting, still fighting. And the bobber's gone. And the fish is on. I think it's gonna be another catfish. Yeah, this one's not fighting too hard. But another catfish is gonna be a good chunk of money as well. Is that a catfish? Yeah, definitely a catfish. That looks like a channel cat though. It is a channel cat and a new trophy channel catfish. A new personal best 29-incher and a 12-pound catfish right there. That's a giant channel catfish. My biggest channel cat I ever caught in real life was 23.5 inches. And it weighed probably close to like 7 pounds. But that's a 30-inch channel catfish right there. That is a monster channel cat. Yeah, I don't think they get too much bigger than that. That's so cool. 513 cash. We already have... We have 182 pounds of fish. That's a lot of fish. Wow. I didn't realize how much fish we have. Or how much weight in the fish that we have. Yeah, that's not going to be... Is it? Ooh. It's always so hard to tell at first. Because they don't fight right away. But it definitely is not a small fish. It seems like it's a gar. The fact that he didn't pull the bobber down for so long though. I don't know. Not too big, but it might be a gar. Remember that other gar that we got? He came in pretty fast. Very well could be a gar. I think it is a gar. Yeah, it is a gar. I had a feeling. That was so strange how he hit. A 50-incher, another 26-pounder alligator gar. Man, there's some big fish out here. It's just really hard to get to them. But 718 cash is not bad. So, should we go deeper? Or what? I don't know. We could try 60. See if that makes a difference. I just want to check to see how our rod's doing here. 94%. We're doing pretty good. See, our leader is doing good too. 96% there. Lion is doing alright. And the Rio is doing not bad. So yeah, we're doing quite well with our setup that we have here. But I just want to go a little deeper this time. Seems like they're hitting it right on that point. Right when it comes across there. But, I mean, no way! That would have been 4 casts and 4 fish. Oh, that's a big fish! That bobber just went straight down. That's a big fish. The bobber's completely gone. Ooh. Yeah, it's a good one. See, but the last fish didn't even pull the bobber down and it was actually... Oh. Might be a little bigger than I thought. Oh no, don't go over there. Come on, come back, come back. I don't see why it wouldn't be a gator gar this time. I mean... It's pulling out drag and I'm trying to get him to come this way more. I'm about to turn the drag down a little bit because it's starting to get red. A little bit too much for my comfort. But I don't want him to get into those lily pads over there. But it's probably going to be like one of those big catfish. Oh, that's a gar. That's definitely a gar. Wait, no, that's a catfish. That's a giant catfish. It's probably going to be a trophy catfish. That's a huge catfish. Oh my god, that's our second biggest catfish ever. A 50-incher and 39 pounds. That's a giant trophy catfish. Wow. Look at the size of that fish. That's a beautiful fish right there. Isn't that something? Wow. There's some massive fish out here. So we're catching giant trophies, but we're just not catching any trophy gator gars yet. I mean, we know they're out there. They gotta be out there somewhere. Well guys, we ended up with 3 beautiful trophy fish today, including this channel catfish, a 29-inch and a 12.5 pounder. Then we got this monster 50-inch, almost 40-pound blue cat. And here is our 56-inch, almost 40-pound alligator gar that we got today. So he's not a giant, but he's still a pretty good sized gator gar. And I'm really looking forward to finding something bigger next time. But for now, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.